Hello, welcome to Lift class. It is Monday here for me. If you are live, you are aware that it's Monday. If you are doing the replay, happy day to you. Let's go ahead and begin lifting today. We're going to start with our warm-up, and then we are going to do upper and lower body movements. So you will need a variety of weights for both. I took out 8s, 10s, and 15s, and I think that will be perfectly fine. So if you have something along those lines, sets like that. I don't think today we need anything too light. No, not really. So, so nothing too light. I would say moderate to even a heavy set of dumbbells, depending on what you have at home. If you have weighted plates, you may get out one of those. If you don't worry about it. You'll just use a single dumbbell. And that's it. We'll just go ahead and warm up and we'll get going. So quick workout today. This is strength training. You can just choose traditional strength training. Play your own music. We are moving by a clock. We've got 40 seconds of work, 10 seconds to transition. So it's going to be quick transitions. And then we're going to repeat the set of moves, 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of transitions. And then I'll give you a new set of work. And we're going to follow that same timing pattern. And then I've got some core work at the end. Okay, so that is that. Let's get going. Okay, so set your watches. Play your music, and I'm going to start our timer here. All right. Okay. Gives me about 30 seconds to get myself in place. If you want a mat, you can have a mat out. You don't really need one today. We will be coming down to the ground for the second set of work, so if you would like a mat for that, for the last set of work. But if you'd like a mat for that, that's fine. Otherwise, you don't need it, okay? There'll be breaks built in between the sets, but just to start warm up, feet are underneath your hips, toes are forward. We're going to stick our tailbones down and back into a squat, and then we're going to rise up, reach overhead. Okay, so go ahead, if you'd like, just do a full arm swing, or if you need your hands here for balance, then I'm going to do an arm swing. That wasn't natural here. I think it's most natural to go like this, okay? I can do this, it's Monday, but we can do this. Come on, sink back in your heels. Knees stay behind your toes, over your ankles. You're gonna squat your bottom down and back. So check your form. We are gonna be doing squats today. Make sure they're good, solid squats, good form. Sink down and back, drive through your heels, squeeze your legs on the way up, squeeze your glutes at the top, okay? Start getting into good form from the beginning with our squats, okay? We're gonna come down into a nice deep squat. So you're gonna get as deep as you can. This is as deep as you can go. Cool. Rest your elbow on your thigh, kind of the inside of your thigh, and then switch into the other side. If you can get down a little bit lower, we've got little frog squat rotations, right? So which spot feels better to you? That's where you're gonna stay and rotate. All right, come up out of that. Lots of things are cracking and popping today. All right, then we're going to take a rear lunge. Rise up, open your chest. Other leg, rise up, open your chest. So just nice and slow movement here. Push your front heel into the ground as you step up. Keep your shoulders stacked over your hips the whole time. Alternating legs, and you're taking your time working on your form and your balance to here at the start. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves into a nice low lunge. So as you lunge back, why don't you take a big deep lunge all the way back. Low lunge, twist, hands come center, step back. Low lunge, twist. Hands to center, step back. Low lunge, twist. Option would be stay up a little higher, twist. Switch in the center, twist. Okay, you can do this without coming all the way down to the ground. Or you can step, lunge back, twist. Step, lunge back, twist, and take the plank out of it if you need to. Okay, options. You guys have options. All right, staying down on the ground on all fours. We have cat-cow, so go ahead and tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Tilt your tailbone, I should say. And then release. You're moving at your own pace here, so I was holding my cat stretch a little bit longer, drawing my belly button in towards my spine, rounding out my shoulders, and then releasing. But if you would like to flow a little faster, okay? Up to you. Knees are underneath the hips, hands are underneath your shoulders. Tuck your chin and then release your chin. Work through your spine, a natural curve and natural movement there, okay? All right, coming into a child's pose. Sink back, walk your hands forward. Give a nice big stretch. And then shift your body weight forward on your knees, push up. Push back, child's pose, shift forward, push up. Okay, I'm just doing a push-up on my knees. You can come up to your toes if you'd like and do your push-up. That's up to you, okay? Push back to child's pose, do your push-up. We're just warming up, so it just doesn't have to be a crazy push-up, just something to warm up the chest, right? And let's go ahead and make our way up to standing here. Should be relatively warm, just loosened up a little bit, nothing too crazy. We're about to get warmer, okay? All right, we've got a double squat pulse, so we're gonna come down with weights in our hands. Pulse, pulse, rise for 40 seconds, okay? So I'm gonna grab my heaviest weight for this, and I'd like you to do the same. This is your legs. Your legs can bear a lot of weight, so let's do it. Let's push it. Ready? We go in 5, 4, 3, 2, drop it on down, double squat, rise up. So it's a double pulse rise. I am pushing my heels into the ground. I'm wiggling my toes right now. Make sure my weight is sinking back. Your knees are behind your toes. Your chest stays proud and lifted. You should be able to read my coach wording because my chest is up. And I want you to pretend like you have something on your shirt, or maybe you do, and I'm reading it right now. So get that chest of yours. Next, and proud. Shoulders drawn back. Pause. We have a bent over row, upright row. So I'm going to switch to a medium weight for this. And we go again in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Row, rise, row. Row, rise, row. Okay? So bent over, narrow grip row. Hike your elbows up like cricket wings here. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then we're using the tops of our shoulders on the upright row. The weights graze right in front of your body. On the upright row, your elbows lead the way. Your elbows are higher than your fists, okay? Squeeze your butt and stand up. Extra booty work. Time. Next up, just lunges. You can either stick with that weight or go to your heavier weight. We're gonna alternate reverse lunge. Ready, set, begin. Step up into your front foot. Take your time. There is no rep count here. This is just 40 seconds of you. Good form, pushing your heel into the ground, toes forward. Follow the foot in the back. Back leg is there for balance. About 15% of your weight goes to the back. 85 is in your front heel. All right, pushing your front heel. Knee stays over your ankle, shoulders stay over your hips. Tall, you're proud. You're breathing. And time. Next up, we're gonna stick with the same weights. We have a push press. So it's gonna be feet hip width, dip, shoulder press, lower, 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 okay? Ready, set, go. Dip, press, lower. You can probably go heavier here. Dip, press, control. Palms are facing in. Control the weights. A little dynamic push, and then slow. We call this the eccentric phase, where you're coming back down. Core is tight, so draw your belly button in. Squeeze your butt. Lots happening here. Ground yourself on the floor. Time, pause. You actually get a little bit of a break. And then we got about 20 seconds now. All right, so headed back to our double squat pulse. Those are the moves. We're doing them all over again. 30 seconds though, that's it. So if you want to go heavier on any of the moves, go heavier because it's going to go quicker. We're ready for double pulse squats in 3, 2, 1. Come down, double pulse. Drive up, squeeze. Double pulse. Drive up, squeeze. Double down. Push. Double. Push. Breathe. Halfway there. Make these movements count by using a good amount of resistance, a good weight. Last one here. Switch out your weight to your bent over row, upright row. We go again in 4, 3, 2, 1, row. Rise, row. Squeeze your shoulder blades, squeeze your butt, top of your shoulders working. Your abdominals are engaged because they are holding you up through the movement. And when you rise up, you squeeze your glutes, you squeeze your core, okay? 5 seconds, goes by quick, and time. All right, you can stick with that weight or something heavier, head into your reverse lunges, alternating. Breathe, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Step back, step up. Push your heel into the ground, step up. You'll see my torso doesn't move. My shoulders are over my hips. It should not be moving. All right, I'm moving with the bend in my knee, the hinge at my hip. I want you to mimic me right now, okay? Keep your chest tall and proud. Lunges are for the legs, not for your back. Hold here, and we've got our push press. I said I could go heavier, I'm going heavier, all right? A little dip, press. Feet on your hips, ready, set, go. Push it, low and slow. Push it, lower, slow. Push, lower. Push, lower. Core is tight, solid base to hold your weights over your head. My glutes squeeze, my core squeezes. I control the press and control on the way down, stop. All right, switching out. We're headed back into lunges. We're gonna go reverse lunge, curl, reverse lunge, curl. Then we're gonna head into side lunges. All right, I'm gonna grab a lighter weight because I know I'm grabbing an 8 for the last 2 moves. We'll see why when we get there, okay? So to start with, I'm gonna start with my 10s, lunge, stand, tall, curl. Other leg lunge, stand, tall, curl, okay? New set of work, 40 seconds. We go in 3, 2, 1. Lunge back, stand, curl. We're gonna go hammer curls, all right? Palms facing in, elbows stuffed into your side. Lunge, stand, curl. We're separating the 2 moves, making it a combo. I want you to push your front heel into the floor as we step up, nice and tall. You're breathing. Heart rate might be coming up a little bit because the upper and lower movement, and that's fine. Keep going. 4 seconds. This is your last rep. Even out your sides if you need to, otherwise just leave it. We're going side lunge, balance, side lunge, balance. So take a side lunge to your left. Frame your leg, knee up, step it on down. Other side, side lunge, balance, step it on down. Side lunge, drive your knee up, switch sides. Drive your knee up, push off your heel. Push off your heel. You got it. Squeeze your glutes. Balance. Abs tight. When I say abs tight, do you guys understand what I'm saying? I always feel like, how else can I say it? Draw your belly button in towards your spine. Contract through your center. We got one more. If you need to even out sides, even out sides. And then we go into one, grabbing my lighter weight, a front raise, and then a squat to your toes. So front raise, squat to your toes. Front raise, squat to your toes. Add a jump if you'd like. Okay, front raise, squat, jump. Front raise, squat, jump. Front raise, squat, jump. We're adding a little plyometric here. Power through your legs. We worked them. Now let's power through them. One more. Okay. Next up. If you have a plate, you can hold a plate head to head. If you have a dumbbell, hold your dumbbell. We're going to push this overhead. Tap out. Tap out. Tap out. And if you'd like to, make it a jack. Okay? So you can tap and press, or you can jack and press. I know this is lifting and we're doing a little bit of cardio here. A little plyometrics to get that heart rate up. And that's okay. Push, push. If you need to stay here, stay here. Hold on to your weight. Don't let it go. So why the jumping? For the plyometric. We get a little pause here. When we're lifting ready resistance, right? All we're doing is moving a little faster tempo with that resistance, okay? And it's totally fine to do that when you're lifting. It also gets our heart rates up just a little bit, and we're gonna go and repeat it all again. So we've got our lunge, bicep curl right now. Lunge, stand curl. Lunge, stand curl. Lunge, find your balance. The reason why I'm doing all the movements that we're doing today is really to focus on your core. If you haven't figured it out by now that you need to contract your abs and squeeze your center and squeeze your glutes, figure it out real quick right now. That's what's holding us up. All right, side lunge balance. I wanted to weave core work in throughout the class today. Side lunge, frame your leg, drive up through heel, switch. Side lunge, drive up. I need you to push off your heel, okay? Flat flexed foot as you drive your knee to hip height. Work on your core here. Like I said, blow out your air, squeeze through your center, finish it up. All right, front raise, jump squat. I'm gonna go for 2 weights on this one. That one was too light. So holding one weight or 2 weights. Front raise, jump squat or come to your toes. Front raise, jump squat. You can hold on to one dumbbell. For now, I'm showing you how to hold on to 2. Drive through your legs. Push your body weight as your resistance. Straight arms, hammer heads up, pause and breathe. Whew. One weight or a plate head to head, and then we're moving on. We're gonna come to the floor for some work too, okay? So here, you can grab a heavier weight and hang here and really burn out your shoulders in a good way, or you can do your jacks, okay? Again, as you push your weight overhead, you've got to keep your abdominals engaged. 3, 2, 1. Coming down to the floor. Whew. So, we have chest fly, so I'm going to keep my 15s. I like chest fly nice and heavy. We have Spider-Man push-ups, or spiders, Spider-Mans. And we have tricep kickbacks. And we have swivel hips, a little bit of core pull into this too, okay? So, chest and triceps basically are next. We We're gonna start with our Spider-Man push-ups. So you're either doing a push-up or you're doing Spider-Man lunges. If you're adding the push-up, go ahead and begin. We go push-up, plank, switch sides, push-up. I put the ball of my foot down and my heel up. Let my weight of my legs, let my legs take some weight off of my chest. And then lower your chest to the ground, push back up. Option here would just be do the spider. Do the spider. We're still gonna activate the muscles in our chest and our shoulders. So if you're still building up to push-ups, that's fine. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna stand up. We just did chest, now we're gonna do tricep kickbacks. Okay? Whew. Sweating and breathing here. All right, ready, set, begin. Bend over. Hike your weights up like cricket wings. Hike your elbows up like cricket wings. Kick your weights back. Squeeze your tricep in the back. Squeeze. So I see a lot of people focus on like the curl here. Actually, want your elbows up higher. Kick it back. I don't care actually how much you curl down. I care more about your kickback. I see a lot of people come all the way here, and go full range. I actually want your elbows up higher and your weights to dangle down a little bit lower. Does that make sense? Do you see the difference? Or not really? Okay. We'll work on it again. Lay down for chest flies. Woo! So we're coming open, shut. Go ahead and begin. So set myself up here. Okay. Right over the chest. Arms are straight, slight bend in the elbow if you need to. Lower your lower back to the floor. If you have a curve naturally in your back when you lay down, tilt your hips towards your chin. And as soon as you do that, oh, look what happens. Core engagement, activating through your center, and your lower back lip to drops to the ground, right? Right, squeeze your chest muscles like you're pinching a pencil between your chest. One more. Whew. These are quick sets of work. And so hopefully you're going a little bit heavy. And then now we're going into hip dips, hip drops, okay? So it's swivel hips, just like we've done before in the past, okay? So it's drop a hip, come center. Drop a hip, come center. When you're ready, you can start tapping your shoulder. So you saw me go from hands on the floor to just picking a hand up, to then tapping a shoulder. Those are all of the variations. It's hip dip, swivel, hip dip, swivel or pivot on your back feet, hip dip, hip dip, hip dip dip, hip dip dip. And let's go ahead and get up and do it all over again. We got a little break. I need my sweat towel. And we have Spider-Man push-ups again, okay? One more set of all this, then we move on to core work and you're done. Okay, so remember what I just said. Heavy weights, choose some heavier ones for this set, okay? Spider-Man push-ups, ready, set, begin. Ball your foot down, lower your chest, bend your elbows up to the side, switch legs. Your foot does not have to come all the way to your hand. I think on one side I can get it all the way to the hand, and on the other side I can't. See if I really try. Oh yeah, that's a big hip opener for me. So put your foot where you can put your foot. So if it's out here, that's fine. It doesn't have to be go ahead and stop, even with your hand. Whew. Try some kickbacks. Hike up your elbows. Kick it back. That's the part I want you to focus on. Kick it back, squeeze. Kick it back, squeeze. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze. It's about the back of the arm, the top of the arm. Nothing to do with your bicep. You do not need to full curl your shoulder. Just drop it down. Kick it back, squeeze. Kick it back, squeeze. Try to put your elbows in tight to your body, but up high. Okay? So I have pretty big lats. Try to squeeze my elbows in tight here. Sit out here, here. Chest flies. I try. Say I tried. Right at it, right away. Go ahead and start your chest slide. Tilt your hips towards your chin, lower back to the floor. Straight arms, slight bend in your elbow. A bigger bend in your elbow if you're feeling it in your shoulder, and make sure that your palms, your knuckles, are in the midline of your chest. If you're over your chin with the weights, you might feel it in your shoulders. You want to feel it in your chest. So lower your dumbbells to your chest level. Go ahead and stop. We are going to swivel. Gosh, this is like too fast. I feel like we could do one more set of everything. All right, which you're welcome to go back and do. Swivel hips. Ready, set, go. Drop a hip. Come center. Drop the hip. Come center. So when you come center, you're in a bear stance. Knees hover over the ground, hands under your shoulders. It's almost as if you want to tap your butt, but you don't. You let it hover, okay? My shorts are like touching the ground. That's how close of a hover I have. All right. Headed into our last block of work. Like I said, core work. We're going to start in an elbow plank, and we're going to do toe taps. Then we're going to come to a high plank, and we're going to do toe taps. Then we're doing plank jacks. That is our core work. 3 moves for 45 seconds each. Okay? So, starting in an elbow plank, we go in 5 seconds, so get yourself ready. Elbows directly underneath your shoulders. Tap out, tap in, tap out, tap in. Goal here, flat back from your head to your heel. If you need to, come to your knees, tap, 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 tap. You're still gonna work your core, okay? Tilt your pelvic towards your chin slightly so you get your butt out of the air, your butt is squeezed down. You're breathing. Something that I need to work on, that I'm continuously working on when I'm in plank, is trying to get my shoulder blades squeezing together to heat up my chest a little bit more. All right, pause. We have 15 seconds and we're coming to a high plank. You need to come to a wall to do this, or a chair or a bench to do this, to elevate yourself just a little bit. If you have any shoulder issues, wrist issues, do that. Okay, if you want to stay down on your elbows, that's fine, but otherwise I'd like you to try. Go ahead and begin up high in your hands. And as we do this, I'm going to ask you which way I would say feels better. I'm going to say that. Which way feels better? I was going to say less challenging. Both should be challenging, but which way feels better on your upper body? Elbows or the hands? For my shoulder's sake, it's my elbows. But for your core's sake, which one's more challenging for your core? The high or the low? I don't have an answer. I think both are challenging. And everybody's gonna have a different answer on that one. All right. We're headed into plank jacks next. So you have an option to be on your elbows or your hands. You choose. Do what works best for you. We go in 5, 4, 3, 2, go. Out, in. I'm going to try my elbows for like half the time. See how that goes. If the jumping is too much, then just do your taps, okay? Now I'm going high. This probably feels better right now. You can experiment too. Which way do you like it better? I'm giving you options. Time. Good work. Give you options. When you have options and you make the choice, you own what you're doing. I know we all want to be told what to do while we're working out, which is so awesome. That's why I'm here. I like telling you what to do and doing it with you. But it is nice to have choices and options, right? Not just modifications, but options. You know, we're all built differently. We all have different places that we're at. We all have different strengths, right? And the places where we feel weak are usually the ones where you have to work just a little bit harder. So if those places are really hard for you, more core work, more bearing your body weight with your arms, right? Which we do a lot of. So keep showing up to class, you'll get there. Let's breathe and stretch. Reflect on what you just did because you did awesome. That was full body movement. We had squats, we had lunges, we had side lunges. We worked the shoulders, we worked the biceps, we worked the back, we worked the chest, we worked the triceps. We worked the core. There wasn't a muscle untouched. So remember that when you move on with your day today, that you worked your full body and you're proud of yourself, okay? Let's take a nice deep breath and fold forward, reach, stretch out your hamstrings. Mine are super tight. Wow. Take a deep breath and see if when you exhale, you can get a little further in your stretch. And then I'm going to have you rise up nice and tall. You can stand or sit for this. Open your chest. Take an arm across. Hug it. Love it. Let your shoulder drop. Open up your chest. Take the other arm across. Hug it. Love it. Let it drop. Let it be loose, okay? Do that again. Chest open. Arm hug. Chest open. Arm hug. Reach one arm over your head. Little pressure on your elbow, a little push down on your elbow, pat yourself on the back. Switch into the other side. And release. I'm going to come to standing for this next one. Let's open our obliques a little bit. Take your arms, reach them up overhead. From center and switch into the other side. Oh yeah. Right through here. All the way down through your obliques. When we're doing our push-ups, our spine run push-ups, we are working not only our chest, but our serratus, I believe I said that correctly, which is what drapes down here. When we're in our planks, we're working through here. So I know a lot of people say, like, how do I target this area, right? We do. Promise we do. All right, take a quad stretch. Hold on to something if you need to. Take another quad stretch. And we are done, okay? Tomorrow is mind class. Tomorrow we're gonna take everything that we worked today and stretch it on out. If you've been busy riding bikes, walking, running, all that outdoor gardening and yard work, tomorrow's gonna feel fantastic. We're going to be doing, what is this one called? I'm doing the same one we did last week. Some of you did it, some of you didn't. I think it's called floor. It doesn't really matter to you what the theme of it is. Okay, that's what matters to me. And then on Wednesday we have cardio, okay? A new cardio countdown, warrior strength. So show up for those classes on Thursday and Friday, or sorry, Thursday's a rest day or catch-up day. Friday and Saturday are going to be replay days, and then Sunday I'm planning on doing a brand new Soul Fusion. So all of the new stuff put together on Sunday. So have a good day today. Thanks for joining me for this lift. I will see you back here tomorrow for mine. And drink some water, take care of yourselves, take care of your body, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Bye.